Should I start music now or wait until we get going?
Start now. It's live streaming.
Is that on iPhone 17? Switch to T-Mobile in just 15 minutes.
You get a new.
Your father knows about safety.
everyone. Welcome to the LinkedIn Cash Flow Challenge. Give me a high 10 right here for joining in with us today. So good to see you all here. This is day one of the LinkedIn Cash Flow Challenge. Who do we got with us today? Let's see. I see Susan and Felicia and Kent and Aftab. These are all our VIPs up in here. And Tom, welcome, welcome. I see more people coming in. All right, over the next 3 days, you're going to discover how to turn your network into new revenue on demand. And today, we're starting exactly where thousands of your dream clients already are hanging out. That's on LinkedIn, and how to reach them. Couple of housekeeping items for your best viewing experience. Here on Zoom from a VIPs, you're going to make sure that you are in speaker view. So in your upper right-hand corner, you're going to click on the view button and then speaker, view and then speaker. Also, make sure to grab your challenge agenda from the dashboard. Your link is inside a chat for my VIPs. For my non-VIPs, it's right there on the dashboard where you are watching. Also, those cameras on here in VIP, right? That's why we upgraded, so we could interact and have those coaching opportunities, and we want to make sure we can see you. And for our VIPs, at the end of today's session, we're going to be doing live Q&A. And if you are not a VIP yet, you're going to want to upgrade, and you'll get access to the Q&A live here on Zoom, as well as the chat here on Zoom, and you get extended access to replays. So make sure you do that. You can still do that right there on your dashboard under the live video that you are watching. Just hit that upgrade to VIP button. And finally, I get to introduce two powerhouses who are showing thousands of entrepreneurs how to build audiences that actually convert without wasting time or chasing trends, posting 24/7. She is the no fluff marketing genius who's built some of the most profitable client attraction systems online. And he is a world-class performer who took everything he's learned from American Idol, Broadway, and the biggest stages and turned it into a proven framework for turning attention into sales. So please help me welcome the dynamic duo behind the challenge, Kim Walsh-Phillips and Justin Guarini.
So excited for our next guest. They speak around the country to sold-out
They
crowds.
build multiple seven-figure businesses.
Empower business owners to scale to 6 and 7 figures.
Thank you to you because you've turned me into a social media whore.
Kim Walsh-Phillips created one of the fastest growing companies in America and has generated over $1 billion for her clients.
Justin Guarini is a television icon who has starred in commercials, 7 Broadway shows, and now is bringing over 20 years of entertainment experience to entrepreneurs all over the world.
Together, they've created a winning formula that has business owners buzzing about their impact and their income.
A 6-figure launch. Super duper exciting.
My first webinar, we did 5 figures.
We still landed 2 companies that resulted in contracts for $90,000.
It has really changed the way I invest, the way we do deals with companies, the way we change our strategies for customer acquisition. I'm out there, and you know that, and you're part of that success.
I can't say enough good things about this ROI-focused dynamic duo.
Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet. Welcome Justin Guarini and Kim Walsh-Phillips.
Welcome to day one of the LinkedIn Cash Flow Challenge. I'm Justin Guarini. And, before we begin, I'd like to think deeply about whether or not I should actually start. Should I take notes? Should I adjust the lighting? Maybe I should just wait until tomorrow.
Okay, no.
No?
Wrong room for that. I'm Kim Walsh-Phillips, and this is the House of Doers. No overthinking, no waiting till next Monday. No, let me just color code my Post-it notes first.
Oh, wait, so you're saying this isn't the meeting for professional procrastinators?
Right, exactly. This challenge is for people who take action. In business, there are 2 types. There are the movers and the shakers. The shakers rock back and forth, waiting to take their next action. But the movers, they take action right away, and they are the only ones that actually get results.
Yeah, so let's be honest. You've already proven you're not a shaker because you showed up today. And the movers, they don't just show up. They take what they discover and put it into action.
Yeah, and this is our promise for you during this challenge. No theory, no someday implement.
No.
We're going to get things done.
Yeah. For example, look at Alexander Graham Bell. He filed his telephone patent literally hours before another inventor, Elijah Gray. Same idea, different timing. One took action first, and his name is in every single history book. The other guy, maybe an answer to a trivia question.
Yeah, or J.K. Rowling,
Yeah.
right? She was rejected 12 times before Harry Potter got picked up. She could have quit after the first no,
Yeah.
but she didn't. She took action and again. Thinkers stop, doers keep going.
Yeah. And then there's Kodak.
Remember them?
Yeah. Remember them? They literally invented the digital camera in 1975, but
Dang.
they sat on it,
Oh.
didn't take action. They thought, we'll just stick with film. That's what they said.
Yeah, the iPhone sends its regards, Kodak. You're right, it crushed the competition when it hit the market in 2007.
Okay, so we love making this a conversation, right? Because we could just sit here and talk at you, but that's boring. We want to check in with you. Drop in the chat. Are you a thinker or a doer? Type thinker in the chat if you're a thinker, or type doer in the chat if you're a doer. And don't worry, if you're typing slow, we will still count you as a doer.
Are you a thinker or a doer? Susan was first one in. Congratulations, massive action taker. And guess what? If you're thinking thinker, if you typed it in, you already proved yourself wrong because you just did something.
Yeah,
Felicia, you typed thinker, but you took action, so you're actually a doer.
Yeah.
So welcome to Team Doer.
Oh, that's right. Now we've got a phrase we're going to anchor in throughout this challenge. It's simple, it's powerful, and it's the difference between wishing and winning.
Yeah, the phrase is, I am an action taker. Type that in the chat right now.
Yeah.
I am an action taker.
Yeah, this is super important because this is about identity, right?
Yeah.
You want to take on the identity of being an action takers because action takers win. Action takers hit their goals. And just like, there you go. Kelly, you type it in there. I'm an action taker again.
That's right. This isn't about like, I think about doing something,
Yes.
right? Like taking action. I'll take action after lunch. It's I am an action taker. It's present tense. It's right now.
That's right. We see you, Susan, and action taker. We see you, Felicia, there. And that's why this challenge is different. You're not going to leave with a notebook full of someday ideas.
Yeah.
You're going to leave with LinkedIn assets done,
Done.
built, live, and bringing you business.
Yeah, because theory doesn't pay the bills. Action does. And by the end of today, you're already going to have taken real steps to make LinkedIn start working for you, not the other way around.
All right, action takers. Let's dive right in. Welcome, 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 welcome.
So high 10. Welcome to day 1 of the LinkedIn Cash Flow Challenge.
Yes.
This is all about your profile profit makeover and the unlimited client finder.
Oh, look at that. Okay, so we want to welcome you. You could have been a lot of different places, done a lot of different things, but you decided to invest in yourself here. So go ahead and take that right hand, put it out in front of you, spirit fingers if you like, and then give yourself a pat.
Well done.
excellent.
You showed up because only by taking action can you make your goals a reality.
Yeah.
But before we like get into the nitty gritty, the getting the things done, let's answer this question. Why LinkedIn? Like, why are we focused on LinkedIn? Of all the things we could be talking about, why are we focused on LinkedIn?
Well, let's dive right into it. Your buyers are already on LinkedIn. LinkedIn has over 1 billion with a B members in 200 plus countries. But here's the thing, 4 out of 5 users are the ones who drive the business decisions.
Yeah, and it's the highest quality leads in the game. LinkedIn gets 277% more leads than other social media platforms.
Yes, it's also built for B2B wallets. The average LinkedIn user's income is over $75,000 a year. And again, 45% of them are the decision makers.
The algorithm wants to help you. LinkedIn organic reach is baller.
Yes.
They will share your content to people who don't even know you yet.
Oh, yeah. And your competition is snoozing. This is so big. Only 1% of LinkedIn users post content weekly, which means there's 99% of the people coming to the platform. Remember that 1 billion we talked about? They are looking for you, and you can set yourself up as the authority before your competitors even wake up.
Yeah, okay. So the question is, do you want to turn your contacts into clients. Do you want to utilize LinkedIn to get an endless supply of qualified leads? Go ahead and put a big YES inside the chat right now. Go ahead and put a YES inside the chat right now. Okay, here is our agenda for the challenge.
All right, day one, we're on it right now. It's a profile profit makeover and the unlimited client finder.
Yeah, and day two is from connections to clients. You're going to take all those new contacts and turn them into your clients.
And day three, we're going to scale everything and automate it so you can become the go-to expert of your industry.
Oh, so good. Okay, now here's the thing. We put all of your resources in one space, okay? And that is your dashboard. You can find your dashboard at elitespeakersnetwork.com/challenge dashboard. Now, our VIPs, you have a special dashboard and all the things, and you have that in your email. And if you need any help at all, you can contact us, support at powerfulprofessionals.com, or private message Kelly LeMay right here on Zoom.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, elitespeakersnetwork.com/challenge dashboard. Here's where you're going to find a link to join the LinkedIn Cashflow Challenge Facebook group. You're going to get the playbook, all the things. And those of you watching right now on the dashboard, you're not on Zoom with us right now. Guess what? It's not too late. You could join us inside VIP right now. And when you do, you're going to get the full challenge recordings for 7 days. And you're going to get a VIP mastermind Q&A session with Justin and I live. It's the only way to ask questions during the challenge. Now, the question is, why do you only get 7 days of replays? We're like, I want replays forever. Well, we know that in order for you to be successful, you have to make the important things urgent. When we used to give endless amounts of time for you to get the replays, nobody watched them because they weren't urgent. So by giving you 7 days, we give you extra time to check them out, but you get 7 days to get it done. So 7 days. Okay. So you're going to get your 7 days of replays and the Q&A with us. You're going to join us live inside Zoom right now. And as soon as you upgrade, you get a link to join us here inside Zoom. Those of you watching it on the dashboard right now, there is a button right below the live broadcast that you can click on to upgrade to VIP right now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so as we begin day one, which is your profile profit makeover, we want to just back it up. And we want to start with back it up and smack it up.
All right.
We want to begin with the end in mind. Your money priorities. Look, I know we're taught not to talk about money. We don't talk about it at parties,
It's
but
one of my favorite topics.
hello, thank you very much. And it is what will make your business grow and grow and grow and grow. So let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Let's talk about your goal, your budget, and I'd say even most importantly, your why.
So good. Okay. So it's your money why, because it's like we could pick any random number that we want to go after, but we need it to be anchored in the reason why we want to get it in order for it to make sense. Okay. And then now you're not picking an arbitrary number. You're picking a number based on a reality of what you're going towards. So one of my money whys is to be able to travel with my daughters. I know by showing them the world, it removes ignorance. And it creates empathy. And this is the first time I brought my girls to Paris. And the first time they got to see the Eiffel Tower. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, and mine is also family related. That's my dad right there on the left, my two sons. And I took them to the red carpet for my Broadway show that was opening there. My dad, when I was younger, took me all over the world. It gave me amazing experiences. And part of my why is not only getting to do that for my dad to say thank you, but also doing that for my kids as well.
So good. Okay. And then next thing is our team.
Yeah.
There are things that Kelly and Justin and I love to do and we're really great at. And there's things that we're not great at and we don't love to do. And I believe the things we love to do are not an accident. That's our God-given superpower. It's our discernment.
Yeah.
And so we want to have other people on the team do the things that we're not great at or we don't like to do. And so that requires capital. We need to generate revenue in order to do that. So that's one of our whys.
Yeah. And then there's also giving at will. We have charities that we both support. It feels so good to give, especially around this time of year. And we don't want to look at our bank account. We don't want to have to think, oh, we just want to give at will. And know that we can continue to give.
Yeah, it's so important. So those are our top 3 money wise. Okay. So this is important for you in setting up your path, because in order to get to your destination, you got to put an address in there. This is the address you're going to build towards in this challenge, your top 3 money wise. So you're going to fill this out inside of your playbook. And then, because it's not magic, it's math, you are going to put in the value of what you currently charge per client at the top. You're going to put your total number of revenue at the bottom, and then you're going to divide it by the number of clients you need to bring in order to hit that revenue goal.
Yeah, and the reason why we do this and why we talk about this up front is it is so important to get a clear path forward, right? If you ever get in a car and you have a GPS, you're like, take me somewhere. We have the most sophisticated GPS in the world, and it will never get you to where you want to go. It might get you somewhere near where you want to go. But when you're clear about your destination, as these numbers will show you, it is so much easier to get further faster.
It's so important. So then you're going to get super specific. When we make the important urgent, we create results. And so you're going to make a commitment that you're going to generate this much revenue and put a date in mind, just to make it this arbitrary future, maybe sometime. Pick a date that you're working towards in order to make this happen.
100%.
Now, here's how you actually make it happen, though.
Yes. This is the fastest path to growing your business. It's something we call the Content Cash Machine. As you can see right there, it is made of 3 parts: authority, audience, and sales.
Yeah, so think about it this way. You need all 3, because if you are an influencer and you have millions of followers, but you never make them an offer, you're not going to have any money, honey. And if you are, I could sell ice to an Eskimo kind of salesperson, but you have no trust in the market, because really Eskimos don't need ice, right? Then you're not going to grow a business. Or if you have every degree in the world and certification, but you have no audience, you're not going to grow a business. So you need all 3. And so in this challenge, we're going to break down how to leverage the power of LinkedIn to build all 3 of them in a strategic way. And when it comes to strategy, we want to think about the marketing we're going to do to be like regular human communication and how it would work. So think about it this way. We're hanging out in a coffee shop, and like you see you're single and you're hanging out in a coffee shop, and you like see this attractive person, they see you and you see them, and you're online to get a cup of coffee one day, and you're next to each other in line, and you kind of give each other the little eye, and the person looks at you and said, I saw you, and you say, I saw you, and then say, hey, I'm going on a 10-day cruise next week. Want to go with me? Yeah.
Run, girl.
Super creepy.
Yeah.
Like you would not go from not knowing them to going on a 10-day cruise, but yet that's what we're doing in our business when we ask somebody to get on a strategy call with us at Hello. You're asking them to make a long-term commitment to you to become your client the second that they meet you. And humans don't work that way. So we're going to build them through the audience, authority, and sales model in a strategic way. And it looks like this. So at the bottom, the audience is where we're going to get our people from. Social media, stages, podcast, yada, yada. Authority is sharing valuable content to build that trust. And then we make a sale. The first sale we make is what we call the Easy Yes offer. This is something for under $1,000. It doesn't require a lot of time, doesn't require a lot of money. And then at the top level, then you've built the trust, you've built the authority, you have the audience, you make the sale. The person's ready to commit to you for a longer term and a larger investment.
Yeah.
And so as you're building this model out, you want to be thinking about who is your apex ally or Alex. The very top of the triangle is called the apex. Okay. And so you want to be thinking about who's that apex ally or Alex, who's the person you eventually want to work with at the very top, because from the bottom, if you're not filling your audience up with the people you want to work with at the very top, they're not going to be there when you invite them to do that. Now, here's what this looks like inside our business.
Yeah.
You don't even have to take screenshots because this is all in your playbook.
We practice what we preach.
Yeah. So at the bottom, audience, Justin and I use social media, stages, podcasts, etc. We share valuable content in those channels. And then we make what's called our Easy Yes offer. It's a content cash machine. It's $997 and it's 1 day. So it's a small time commitment. And then we have our premium value client services anywhere between $50,000 and $100,000.
Yeah.
That's our pathway. That's what it looks like for us. And we call our Apex Alex No surprise here. We call him Alex. We call him Alex.
Yeah, Alex is a successful business owner who really feels stuck in the word of mouth and referral trap. And the problem with relying on word of mouth and referrals for your business is that your sales crew does not know that you have hired them.
Yeah.
Think about it. When you're relying on referrals, people talking about you, word of mouth, and they don't talk about you and they don't tell people to go participate in your business, your message, your service, then you don't have a business. And we like to go even a little bit deeper. And we like to think about our Alex and how does he feel when it's his time to pass on? And, you know, he thinks about that and he's like, are my kids gonna see me as like this person who developed this great business, who spent time with me and who served not just the community, but our family as well? Or are they going to see somebody who just spent all their time working in their business, who was just desperate to get in front of the right people, who felt like the best kept secret, but never quite got it and couldn't spend the time?
Yeah,
with
like
us?
my dad was never there, but he also made us no money.
Yeah.
Like that sucks. And he feels like the time is slipping by.
Yeah.
And so that's our guy. And whenever we're creating anything, we're thinking of him. Does this serve Alex?
Yeah.
So the secret for you is picking the right Alex or Ally. So when you share your content, your person's like, dang, it's like they read my mind.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing, though. This person, no matter who you're thinking of right now, they need to have the money, honey. I mean, not just because the obvious. If they don't have the money, they can't hire you because of Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say they get a big refund check and they scrape together enough cash to hire you. If they're not cemented in the right level of Maslow's, they're not going to be able to fulfill the amazing content, coaching, consulting that you're doing for them, the services of your business. They won't be able to utilize them.
Right.
Okay. At the very bottom of Maslow's, we have physiological needs. That's food, water, warmth. Then we have safety, belongingness, and love. The people who are in the bottom levels of Maslow's, that's what's urgent for them. That's important and urgent.
Yeah.
If they don't know how they're going to pay their rent, that's what they're thinking about all day. They're not going to be able to implement the things that you have in store for them because they're focused on the urgent needs. Now, the problem is most people who start working with us, they have a topic that is at the self-actualization category, but they have an audience that's in the physiological need category. And the challenge with that is it's a mismatch. It's not that your message is wrong, it's that it's focused on the wrong audience. And sometimes you just need a little tweak in messaging to make it work. So here's an example. Here's Andy Lockwood, and his business is college prep. And Andy was focused on families to get their kids into the right college. But what he was noticing is the kids coming to him needed financial aid. And he wasn't able to give them the advice that they could follow because he was like, okay, but that's not the right school just because they gave you money. What he wanted were children who he could really direct to the best match for them.
Yeah.
So we just shifted a little wording. Instead of going after how to get the most money for your child's college education, it was how to get the most merit-based scholarships. This now changed. It wasn't financial aid, it was merit. And guess what happened? On his next masterclass, he had 97 live attendees, 12 new clients, and each client was worth $30,000 to $50,000 in revenue.
Ooh, a much different picture. There's Scott Plaskett right there, owns his own financial planning firm, and any financial planner will tell you, you need to financially plan. But guess what? No one woke up wanting to financially plan. No, nobody wanted to. They want to, and the clients that he wanted to work with wanted to sell their company someday. So instead of beating people over the head and financially plan, he said, how can I shift my message? And he came to us for people who want to sell their company someday. So we worked with him to create the Sell Now formula, how to determine how much you would need to sell your business for right now in order to meet your what? Lifestyle goals, which is what was important to his people. And when he made that slight shift in his messaging, on his first talk, he closed more than 20% of the room, so that when he was in those intimate situations, as you would be as a financial planner, he was connecting with the right prospects.
Yeah. So think about who your right fit Alex or Ally is. And then the question becomes not how do you share all about you, but what do they want? Like, what does your Apex Ally or Alex want to get out of connecting with you on LinkedIn? So this is how we're going to rework your profile into just this passive thing that sits there into profit. Okay. You're going to change your headline on your LinkedIn to something that will attract your right fit client. So your LinkedIn headline should not be about who you are. It should be about what they want. Okay. So we're going to change our headline to empowering who to do what without the thing they don't want.
It's the secret sauce.
Yeah. And instead of using the word help, which makes them feel weak or makes you like the parent to child, no, you're going to empower. So it's a good copywriting word, empower. Okay. So empowering who to do what without the thing that they don't want. So here's an example from my profile. Empowering entrepreneurs to get clients from speaking on stage, social, and Zoom without cold outreach.
And then here's mine, empowering entrepreneurs to turn communication into persuasion, power, and profits without feeling salesy or fake.
Yeah, and here's a few more examples from coaches and consultants, empowering business coaches to double their client roster without spending a dime on ads.
Right. Corporate leadership, empowering executives to inspire high-performance teams without burning out their best talent.
Real estate, empowering realtors to close more high-value deals without relying on cold calls or door knocking.
And then there's healthcare professionals, empowering private practice owners to grow their patient base without sacrificing personal time.
And tech and SaaS founders, empowering SaaS founders to scale monthly recurring revenue without chasing endless investor funding. Yes, please. Okay, so here's the formula. Empowering who to do what without the thing that they don't want. And when we're done with today's session, all of our VIPs, we're going to work with you. So draft this. You're going to have a chance one after the other to unmute your mic, come on with us, and we will review your headline and rewrite the copy, get you focused. And if you're struggling with who your Alex or Allie is, what is the thing they want? What don't they want? We're going to do that for you today. So that's a benefit of VIP. And if you're not in VIP, you're like, I want that done for me. Click the button below the video and join us inside VIP right now.
Come on.
All right. So we're going to get our headline done. And then we're going to go get the clients. Okay. So the reality is, y'all have heard this before. There are two ways to grow a business. You either spend this or you spend this. Put in the chat, what have you heard? There are two ways to grow a business. You either spend this or you spend this. What could those be?
What are the two things that you can spend?
Yeah.
Maybe hoagies or falafels? No. You can spend energy, or you can spend.
You're giving them synonyms.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, time or money. Very good. So it's either time or money. But guess what? In this challenge, we found a way to spend neither. So let's go get those clients for free right now.
Yes, but there are certain rules one must abide by. And we love to call these the because Kim said so rules. So as we go through this, these are very important rules to remember. First of all, hands off the keyboard. You are getting the secret sauce here. And yet we don't want you to fall behind. Okay. If you try and do it while Kim is actually showing you how to do it, you're going to miss something. And look, hey, we're going to talk about some things that you got coming up. Don't get cute or creative. This works. We have done this with thousands of entrepreneurs just like you. The system works. The process works. Just follow the steps. Don't get cute or creative. Don't ask to repeat the steps because, look, you got those replays, especially if you have upgraded to VIP. You got 7 days of them. So you have access. If it doesn't work, go back through the steps because the steps work if you follow them. It is simple. Again, we have done this for thousands of entrepreneurs. If something messes up, just go back. You might have just made a little bit of an error on one of the steps. Not a big deal. Go back, check it out. Be patient. This sometimes takes a little bit of time to start. If you have not been on LinkedIn and active on LinkedIn, the algorithm takes a minute to warm up. However, I will tell you that we've had people do this in the morning, and then in the evening before we break, we've had some of this in a live workshop. They have had clients flooding into leads, contacts flooding into their LinkedIn. So don't sweat it. Just be patient. Don't get cute or creative. We're going to say it again because the steps work. Just follow them. And then Kim's favorite, do exactly what Kim says.
I mean,
period.
Because it works. Because it works.
Because it absolutely works. Okay, so here's what we are going to do. We are going to go over to here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then we are going to find the other window, which is right here.
Masterful.
And bring it over here. Just simply elegant. And then would you like to share, which would you like to share first?
I'm going to share the LinkedIn right where you are right now.
Great. Perfect. All right. Well, the stage is yours. Bam. Okay.
Great.
So hopefully everyone can see that.
I just need the mouse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
come on
Thank you.
over.
You can stay here.
Come on over.
Stay on over. Okay. So what we're going to do first is that we are going to, on LinkedIn, we are going to put into our search bar here, whatever your Alex or Allie is or who they are. So one of our great Allies or Alexes is a business. I'm really great at typing live on air. Let's see, business. I'm just going to
Those nails, that's good. You actually, Kim's actually a very fast typer, but she's taking
consultant. No, I also want to make sure I spell it right.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
right.
Okay, so we're going to put in the person that we want, the category, and then we're going to go ahead and click on people because we only want people. We don't want the businesses. We don't want events. We just want the people. And then if you have 100 contacts or more, then you are going to go ahead and click second. If you're brand new to LinkedIn, you don't need to click second. By clicking second, you are going to be connected, reach out to people you're already connected to, someone they know. And it's kind of like a warm introduction. Think back to that coffee shop example. It's kind of like if the person you were meeting for the first time was with one of your friends, right? Like it feels like more trust. So it's a quick trust factor. But if you don't have any contacts to your left, second's not going to work. So 100 or more, you're going to click second. And then we're going to go ahead and just copy this URL. Okay, so we're going to copy this URL because we're going to need it again in just a minute. Now we're going to go over to our dashboard and our challenge dashboard. And you're going to see on here, there is Dripify. Now, Dripify is the software we use to automate this. You can do this all manually. You can make all your contacts every day manually. But to me, that is such a waste of time. It will give you a free trial to start, so you don't need to pay any money. I don't even think you need to put your credit card in to start. You can totally do it for free to start. Try it, see the results for you. You're literally, the most expensive thing you pay for it is $2 a day. Okay. And I don't know about you, but I don't know that I could hire anyone to do this for me for $2 a day. And I'm sorry, but 2 hours of your day every day is worth $2. So, but again, your choice. You don't have to use the software if you don't want to. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and go to Dripify. Now, when we're on Dripify, if you look at the pricing structure, again, you start it for free. Choose the pro level because pro level will let you set up more than one campaign at a time. And that's the level you need to utilize all the strategies we're going to show you. Okay. So we're going to use pro level. Now, when we're in Dripify, we are going to go to, I'm going to go to it looks totally different than normal.
Interesting.
New campaign. We're going to go to new campaign. And then we're going to, first step is add our leads. We're going to choose basic LinkedIn search because that's what we just did. And I'm going to click the word next. And then I'm simply going to paste the URL in here that we used, that we just got on LinkedIn, that we just copied. So we're going to put that in there and it's going to find us all those people. So I'm going to say add maximum. That's weird that it's only 187. Something was wrong with there. So let me go back and check this for a second. Now back to LinkedIn search. Did I spell consultant right in business right? This is where I check the things. I feel like something was wrong here because the 187 doesn't make any sense. I'm just going to put the word consultant in for now. Consultant. Okay, consultant. And then I'm going to second consultant people. I already have that on. Okay, I'm going to click this link. Do this, and I'm gonna go back to Dripify, and I'm gonna do basic LinkedIn search. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna paste it in. Still 201. That's interesting. Okay, cool. That's great. Okay, that's what's playing for me right now.
It's max. Yeah, it's max 201. Yeah.
That's how many it has. Okay, so we're gonna click next. Same leads as found in other campaigns. We're gonna click next, and then I want to give my list a name. So I'm just gonna call it Consultant. Okay, great. So now we're gonna create our list. Now we're gonna click the word next. And then we're going to click lead generation because we want to get all of these contacts and as our leads. It's so good. Okay, so we're gonna click lead generation and we're gonna click select template because it's already kind of built out for us. Now we're gonna go ahead and step one is we're gonna send them an invite. Now, before we do this, we need you to make a commitment to us. Raise your right hand and say after us, I will never spam people on LinkedIn. Okay, you are not going to be like, hey, I have this thing I want to show you at hello, because that's the creepy 10-day cruise at the coffee shop. No, we are not going to do that. We're going to be a coffee date, not a creepy date. Okay, so we are going to send an invite to this person and we're going to do first name, and all we're going to say, we're just going to give them a reason to connect, but not the reason to connect. Okay, I'm going to actually have you type, friend, because you're here with me right now, and you're going to, and it's just going to say, came across your profile and would love to connect. See, just do as Kim says, it's working.
Right.
Okay, and then put returned. And then just put Kim Welshville. Cheers, and then another thing. That's it. You're just saying you want to connect, but not selling. And it's just like a nice hello, like you would have at a networking party. And go ahead and click save. I do that. I'll take this back. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click save. Great. Now, here's the thing about this. You can only send the note if you have a premium level of LinkedIn. You don't have to get this. You don't have to send a note. This is totally up to you. If you want to get LinkedIn Sales Navigator, we have a link to it right on our platform. We're not an affiliate. We get nothing from this. This is just up to you and your choice, but we gave you the link on the dashboard. Okay, so if we send them an invite and then they accept it, it then automatically endorses them for a skill because it creates some value there. But that's all we're going to do. We're not going to message them right away because that's spamming McSpammerson. So we're just going to go ahead and delete this. Are you sure you want to delete it? Yes. And it will delete the rest. Then we're going to click end. That's the end of the sequence. Then we're going to click next. And then we're going to name this campaign. So we're just going to call it Consultant. And we're going to save and launch. And it's going to give us a high five. Doesn't know better. We do high tens around here. Bam. But, you know, it's good. I do like a high paw. Okay. So what's really amazing about this is, y'all, when you are on LinkedIn, take a look at this. When you connect with people on LinkedIn and you're on their profile, once you're connected to them, you can go to their contact information. You get access to everything. Their email address, their website, their phone number. Now, Dripify collects all of this for you. So under our campaign, leads. Okay. You can see all of our leads we've gotten from LinkedIn for free. This is 60,789 leads. And you get those that it has the email already. It gives you their email. It gives you their phone number. And you can export this at any time in your spreadsheet, and you can utilize it to upload it to Meta to target them on Facebook and Instagram. You could utilize it for one-on-one outreach. You can utilize it. There's like so many things, but what we're going to do tomorrow on the challenge is actually set up an automated campaign so that once you connect with someone, you're not going to spam them. You're not going to pitch them. You're going to give them massive value so they ask to become your client. You're not chasing them. They're chasing you. That's what we're going to set up tomorrow. And this is all on autopilot. Now we're going to give you an incentive. If you get your headline done today, we are going, you can post it in the Facebook group. We can post it inside the Facebook group and with a link to your LinkedIn profile. Now, most Facebook groups never let external links and networking and sharing. That's not for us. We want to make your success urgent, not just important, but urgent. So get today's challenge done today. Launch your Dripify, change your profile, and you can post inside our Facebook group. Now, here's why you want to do that.
Yes, because nope. Wait, hold on one second. You want to do that because I gotta close this window. That's why you want to do that. There we go. Okay, so like I was saying before, boom. Because look, you can get the same results that Vanessa got. She said, I was new to LinkedIn. I didn't have any first connections. So I only got 24 leads in 2 weeks. OMG. I started 5, not just 1, 5 new Dripify campaigns. Like you said, Kim Walsh Phillips, I started new campaigns. On October the 22nd, I now have 2,136 leads in just 3 days.
Yes. And GA, who said, couldn't even get my Dripify set up all the way before I started getting responses and bookings. Less than 24 hours. Jeez. Okay, so that's what's waiting for you. Make your success urgent. So today's Facebook group challenge, celebrate your headline change with LI Change Cash Day 1, LI Cash Day 1 in a post.
That's right.
And that is the challenge. Now, for all of our VIPs, when you have your headline, you want us to review it, raise your digital hand. We're going to be calling on you one after another. And as you do that, all of you watching on the dashboard right now, you could join us on VIP and have us review your headline. When you become a VIP, you get the full challenge recordings for 7 days, and you join us each day live inside of Zoom. In order to upgrade to VIP, you simply have to click the button below the replay or below the broadcast in order to upgrade to VIP right now. Amazing. Okay. With that, we're ready to answer, to review your headlines and to give you copy you can use to attract your right fit client right away. Now, with that, when it comes to, and just raise your digital hand to get your headline reviewed, or you can put it inside the chat. That works as well. And to find your digital hand raise, you're going to go to the reactions button. You're going to click on that, and then you're going to click digital hand raise.
Yeah.
So in order to think about your headline, actually, let's bring back up the headline blueprint.
1 million, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that'd be great. Perfect.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so headline, empowering who to do what without the thing that they don't want, right? Empowering who to do what without the thing that they don't want. So your who is your Alex or Allie, and you want to get as specific as possible. Now, when I talk about specificity, it can be either very specific person. So it could be entrepreneurs who've been in business at least 3 years, or it could be moms of elementary school kids, or it could be married couples who've been together at least 25 years. So you could be a specific person, right? It could be a specific time in their life, right? Let's say women who just went through a divorce, or executives who just got promoted, or founders who just started their company. That is really like the 2 ways to do it. You can get really specific on the person or specific in the moment. And then the next part is the do what. That's the thing they want. Like, what do they wish for when they wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning? If they were to blow those birthday candles out and make a wish for their life, what would it be? Like a clear picture of the thing that they want. And then the without is, what's one thing they don't want? Like, do they fear failure or embarrassment, or wasting a bunch of time, or wasting a bunch of money, or doing things? So like in the sales industry, do they not want to have to make cold calls? Or in the relationship space, so they not want to waste endless time in therapy? Or in the health space, so they want to avoid medication? Like, just one of those things. Now there's so many options you can choose from for each of these. There's no right or wrong. You're just going to test it. And as soon as you do this, what's so amazing about that is it gives you the power. Once you redo your headline, it gives you an opportunity to post it inside LinkedIn. And why this is so powerful is because as soon as you change that headline, LinkedIn can promote that to other people. It will now know exactly who your right fit person is and who you're meant to connect with. And then it's going to send those people to you, because I know you've seen this before on LinkedIn. It suggests other people to you that you should follow. And now it knows exactly who to suggest for you. So you're actually going to get more qualified leads coming to you once you've changed this headline. Amazing. Okay, so good. Okay, so Felicia said, empowering entrepreneurs and professionals with financial services to grow, protect, and enjoy their money without sacrificing their long-term financial goals, precious metal assets, and business funding. So that's what she does. Okay, it's definitely on the right track, but it's a little too broad. Okay, so empowering entrepreneurs and professionals. That's not just one person. So you've got to pick one. Now, there's no right or wrong. Choose one or the other. They deal with different things. A professional has a set salary, but they might have a cap on how much money they can make. And so they are going to, this gives them the opportunity to scale their revenue without fear of, to scale their revenue without having to get a promotion. While an entrepreneur has more control over their money, but it's so unpredictable. So it's a very different marketing message. So you have to pick one or the other, and there's no right or wrong. Just choose one and see how that works. And then financial services. They're not craving. No one woke up and be like, oh, you know what I want? I would love a peppermint mocha latte and, financial services. No. What do they want? They want to generate wealth. They want predictable revenue.
Yeah.
They want to create more income. So what they want is not what you do, what they want is the thing that goes there. Now, without sacrificing their long-term financial goals, that also, what does that mean? Without sacrificing what? What are they worried about? Without delaying retirement, without delaying their, because for me, it's you can't say create wealth and then say without sacrificing wealth. That's almost like it's the same thing. So what's a fear that audience has that we can eradicate, right? That they're really worried about.
Yeah, and the more specific you get, the more effective your message will be.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at pretty much everything we see on TV.
Yeah.
When there's a commercial on the air, it is
Yeah.
for a very specific outcome. I don't care if it's a pharmaceutical product, right? It's for a very specific condition. They don't just give you a pill to help you feel better, right?
Yeah.
Just in general, it's for a specific condition. When I was doing Dr. Pepper commercials as Lil Sweet, it was very specifically geared for people who wanted a sweet treat,
Yeah.
but didn't want all the calories and the sugar that went with it. Right. So the more specific you can get, the more that you're going to call out your right fit person, and the more you're going to get past those psychological barriers that say, oh, I don't know about this. This is new. I'm not sure if I like it. And get into the parts of their brain and their mind, their psychology and their heart, even their feelings that keep them up at night.
Yeah.
It's like that thing they Google at 2 a.m. when they
Right.
can't sleep that they're worried about. When you can speak directly to that place from a place of value, from a place of providing a solution, that is when you bring people into your world and you magnetize them towards you and they want to find out more about you.
Yeah. And again, it's the individual, either the time in their life or who they are. So we always focus on our target market are entrepreneurs who rely upon word of mouth and referrals.
Yes.
That's a very specific person.
Yes.
Right? That's someone who's not implemented the strategies that we utilize. So that's really good. Okay, Jen said, empowering busy women to get stronger and leaner without spending hours in the gym. That's really good. Empowering busy women, that's a little too broad. So what are they busy with? Who are they? So just pick that a little more narrow, and just the way you can do this is by thinking of one of your favorite clients you've had and who are they. And so is it busy working moms? Is it busy empty nester mom? Just to get a little more specific around that. And then the stronger and leaner, is that what they want? Is that what your target market wants? Most women join a fitness program to lose weight, but that's great if your people come to you saying, I want to get stronger and leaner. awesome. They would be in what we call the higher levels of Maslow's hierarchy for self-actualization. Most people aren't in that level.
Right.
So not what do you think they need, what do they want, but without spending hours in the gym is really good. Okay, Kent Daniel said, empowering realtors and professionals to show their best selves with high quality headshot photography, even if they're not comfortable in front of the camera. Okay, you said you struggled with the thing they don't want. I love the thing that you don't want.
Yeah.
I think that one's
Real
really good.
specific. There's
That's
so
really
many
good.
people who are not comfortable in front of camera and hate the way their photos come out. So great.
So that part's really good. The other part is the part I don't love. And it's like you're focusing on what you do versus what they want, right? And empowering realtor professionals to show up as their best selves. I don't know that they want to be their best self. They might want to be a different self. So this is what we talk about. It's called new opportunity versus improvement offer. What you're talking about here is improvement. It's like the best version of you. What if they like don't love what their brand is right now? What if they're not seen as a market leader? What if people aren't coming to them with the kind of deals that they want? Them just like being a better version, they're like, eh. But what if instead, through utilizing an incredible headshot photo, I could establish myself as an authority in my market. I could attract a more affluent clientele. I could be the go-to person people wanted to work with. Okay. So here's where I would look at shifting it. Empowering realtors, not and professionals. Let's focus on one or the other. My guess is realtors you do more of your headshot work. So focus on them. Empowering realtors to show up as the market leader and industry expert of their market. You're probably not going to use market twice. By leveraging, and you can use that as the strategy. Okay, I'm going to flip it. Empowering realtors to leverage their headshot photo to dominate their market, lead their industry, and attract new clients, even if they're not comfortable in front of the camera. Because now we've turned the tool into an asset that drives in results. So that's what I would do. That's a change I would make.
Yeah, that's great. And it speaks more. And look, for all of these, test it. Test it. See how it resonates. And then as you begin to get feedback on that, just ask curious questions. Find out what they want. Maybe the people that you attract in with these headlines are going to help give you more data that helps you better to refine what it is that we're doing here. But here's the thing. For all of you who are putting in the headlines, who are creating those headlines, you are doing the thing that most people do not do. The start stops most people.
Yeah.
Right? You made the investment in yourself to show up. You made the investment to be a VIP, to get one-on-one coaching with a woman who has literally generated $1 billion for her clients online, who is the marketing genius behind Kevin, Mr. Wonderful O'Leary from Shark Tank's investments, Hilton, Harley Davidson. This is where it's at. And you're defining it. You're defining your headline. And through this process, you can begin to refine it. And so, first of all, congratulations on that. And do not just let this sit. Put it up on your profile today and start testing it. Dive into Dripify. Start testing it. Put your message out there, that clear, clean call to your right fit person, and watch the results.
All right, we have 60 seconds more for you to post your headline inside the chat and get direct feedback. 60 seconds more. We're gonna like give you a moment and to get it in there for those of you who haven't yet. Here's what's amazing about this is like, I remember the first time I got a client who came to me via LinkedIn. This individual owned an accounting firm. It was a big corporate professional services company. And he said to me, like, we don't know each other, but I've seen your posts and I want to talk to you about your firm's services. Like that moment is magical when you get, and so I shouldn't say magic, but it's not magic. I created it. I did the things that needed to be done to make that happen. When you stop relying upon word of mouth and referrals, you set up this campaign one time and it literally drives new business in for you. that you're while you sleep that you didn't have to go out and get. It changes everything because now I put you in control of the business and the growth of your company, and you don't have to wait for somebody else to do it for you. So tomorrow we're going to talk all about how to take all of these new contacts you're getting on LinkedIn and turning them into clients. We can't wait to see you there. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Wait a minute.
Hey, we just saw that Beth posted hers in there. We're gonna honor it and we're gonna
Leave no
review
one
it.
behind.
Leave no one
no one
behind.
behind.
Okay, and she's still here.
She said, "Yeah, I think Beth, maybe is Beth here. Well,
she
you know what?
just
She can watch the replay
Okay,
because she's a
it'll be
VIP.
there.
She's
All
got
right.
it there for 7
And
days."
Kelly will reach out and just let her know that we reviewed it. Okay,
Yeah.
great. So Beth said, empowering ambitious professionals to reclaim their energy, rebuild their confidence, and optimize their career performance without burnout and overwhelm. And I am so glad, specifically, Beth, that you posted this because this is the kind of thing that we get often from our people.
Mhm.
There is nothing, you're amazing. And I can tell that you want to change the world and you see women getting burned out and you want to serve them well. The challenge with this is you sound like everybody else. Empowering ambitious professionals to reclaim their energy. Like, what professional wouldn't describe themselves as ambitious? Very few wouldn't. They all would. And most people are tired. Nobody woke up today saying, you know what? Oh, I want to reclaim my energy and rebuild my ambitions. That's not the way they're talking. And optimize my career performance without burnout and overwhelm. Like, that's a lot of stuff in one sentence, too.
Yeah, it is, and it's all non-specific.
Yeah.
Energy is different for other people, for different people rather.
Yeah.
Confidence again is this thing that you can't really define
Yeah.
as one singular thing. It is different for everyone. And career performance, well, does that mean just making a steady paycheck? Does that mean getting promoted to middle management? Does that mean getting a C-suite or an executive? Well, again, when we are vague, when we are general, it does speak to that desire that we all have to serve everyone, to get as many people into our product, service, our messaging, whatever, as possible.
Yeah.
But I would encourage you, we would encourage you to resist that general urge that most people have, because guess what? Most people don't get the results that they desire because most people just have the same old messaging, have the same old spammy outreaches.
Yeah.
What we are empowering you to do here is to be clear, specific, and to narrow your focus in and to do the things that most people won't do so that you can get the results that most people won't get.
Yeah. And so what I would encourage you to do is, like, what does optimized career performance mean? Is it like get a promotion? Is it like get more increase in salary to get out of a performance improvement plan? Because it would be like empowering executives to get promoted even after they've received a performance improvement plan. Saying that 10 times fast. Okay, so that would be like, that's a really specific situation. Okay, so that is something, and that's totally not your person, but like that's someone. Now you're going to either focus on, is it about burnout or not? If they are concerned about burnout, is that empowering? And I want you to focus on what level of executive do you like working with? Somebody in who just was promoted to management, or someone who hasn't been promoted to management yet, or someone in the C-suite. Like, who's that person? And to be recognized and promoted without putting in more hours on their job. Now, I'm also saying I'm preventing burnout, but I'm actually doing it in a way that's like, I don't want to work more hours to get this promotion. I want them to just see the great work that I'm doing. And now you've dealt with the major problem that they have without having to say about burnout, because that's not the thing they're focused on if they just want to get a promotion. Beth, Ken, Felicia, if you go ahead and implement the strategies we do, post it in the Facebook group after you've made the changes we say, and I'll give you direct feedback. I'll go in there and look at those and give you feedback. Ken asked a really great question. He said, I have a full-time job and I have a business. How should I separate my day job LinkedIn profile from my photography LinkedIn profile. You actually can't. Here's the problem with that. LinkedIn only allows you to have one profile. And if you have more than one, you actually can get in trouble. They often will eventually ask you to upload your identification, your license, driver's license, your passport. And if they find you have more than one, you're going to get kicked off of both. So if your current employer does not know that you do this other thing, my recommendation, first of all, is to always say, let my employer know. I actually started my business when I worked a full-time job. I was a fundraiser for a healthcare organization when I started my company, and I let them know. I said, I have a business. I do it on evenings and weekends and my vacation time. It will never interfere, but I want to be upfront that I have this. So they were not surprised that I had a company, but you might not be in that situation. If you can't tell them, you can't tell them. The best thing for you to do is to have both positions on your LinkedIn profile. So you actually have your current employer and you have your business on there, because here's the thing, in Dripify, you can keep your messaging completely different. You can make sure that when you have, they know there's no conflicts of interest. Great. So when you do messaging about being for photography for realtors, you're going to be able to keep that clear and exact and only to realtors and only in that channel. So they're not going to get the other messaging. How I would deal with your headline specifically is I would write the title we just gave you as far as for realtors about leveraging their headshot photo. And then I would put slash and whatever your current title is, boring, whatever title it is for the company. That way, if they see that, they're like, is he just doing this now? And it's there, but it's the secondary piece so that if people visit your profile, they're going to see the thing you're trying to attract first. So great question. Awesome work. You're welcome. You're welcome. Awesome. All right, y'all. Great Q&A. I'm glad we saw that extra question. Big high 10.
Outstanding.
And we will see you guys tomorrow for day 2, where we will turn in all these new LinkedIn contacts into clients. See you then.
Bye.